Okay, folks, I'm back for another memory test to do on myself here. Excuse me. This time it's going to be the list of best actor winners from the first year, 1928, up until 2018. And I'm having a lot of trouble with this one, so I have a feeling I'm not going to make it through uh, without stopping. Well, we'll see. Okay. Never say never, right? Wine helps. 1928. Okay, the first year there was a man named Emil Jannings. How many people remember Emil Jannings? I don't, because I don't know what the guy looks like, never saw him in a movie, but he won for the two films he made that year, The Last Command and The Way of All Flesh. 1929, it was Warner Baxter in this film in Old Arizona, which I picked up on Blu-ray a while ago, and I've still not watched. 1930 was George Arliss for the two films he made that year. One was The Green Goddess and the other was Disraeli. 1931, Lionel Barrymore, A Free Soul. Excuse me. 1932, we have a tie. We have Frederick March for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and Wallace Beery for The Champ. 1933, we have Charles Laughton for The Private Life of Henry VIII. 1934, Clark Gable, It Happened One Night. 1935, Victor McLaglen for The Informer. Fantastic film. 1936, Paul Muni in The Story of Louis Pasteur. 1937, Spencer Tracy for Captains Courageous. 1938, Spencer Tracy again for Boys Town. 1939, Robert Donat for Goodbye, Mr. Chips. 1940 was James Stewart in The Philadelphia Story. 1941, Gary Cooper, Sergeant York. 1942, James Cagney, Yankee Doodle Dandy. 1943, Paul Lucas for Watch on the Rhine, co-starring Bette Davis. 1944, Bing Crosby in Going My Way. 1945, Ray Milland in The Lost Weekend. 1946, Frederick March, The Best Years of Our Lives. 1947, Ronald Colman for A Double Life. 1948, Laurence Olivier for Hamlet. 1949, Broderick Crawford, All the King's Men. 1950, Jose Ferrer in Cyrano de Bergerac. 1951, Humphrey Bogart for The African Queen. 1952, Gary Cooper for High Noon. 1953, William Holden in Stalag 17. 1954, Marlon Brando on the Waterfront. 1955, Ernest Borgnine as Marty. 1956, Yul Brynner, The King and I. 1957, Alec Guinness in The Bridge on the River Kwai. 1958, David Niven, Separate Tables. 1959, Charlton Heston, Ben-Hur. 1960, Burt Lancaster in Elmer Gantry. 1961, Maximilian Schell, Judgment at Nuremberg. 1962, Gregory Peck for To Kill a Mockingbird. 1963, Sidney Poitier for Lilies of the Field. 1964, Rex Harrison, My Fair Lady. 1965, Lee Marvin for Cat Ballou. 1966, Paul Scofield for A Man for All Seasons. 1967, Rod Steiger in The Heat of the Night. 1968, Cliff Robertson in Charlie. 1969, John Wayne, True Grit. 1970, George C. Scott in Patton. 1971, Gene Hackman in The French Connection. 1972, Marlon Brando, The Godfather. 1973, Jack Lemmon in Save the Tiger. 1974, Art Carney in Harry and Tonto. I don't think I've ever seen that one. 1975, Jack Nicholson, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. 1976, Peter Finch in Network. 1977, Richard Dreyfuss, The Goodbye Girl. 1978, John Voight, Coming Home. 1979, Dustin Hoffman, Kramer versus Kramer. 1980, Robert De Niro, Raging Bull. 1981, Henry Fonda, On Golden Pond. 1982, Ben Kingsley in Gandhi. 1983, Robert Duvall in Tender Mercies. 1984, F. Murray Abraham, Amadeus. 1985, William Hurt in Kiss of the Spider Woman. 1986, Paul Newman, The Color of Money. 1987, Michael Douglas. I almost said Michael Jackson. Michael Douglas for Wall Street. Yeah, Michael Jackson in Thriller. No. 1988. What happened in 1988? Dustin Hoffman again for Rain Man. Right. 1989, we have... yeah, sure we do. We do. We have Daniel Day-Lewis for My Left Foot. 1990, we have Jeremy Irons for Reversal of Fortune. 1991, Anthony Hopkins, The Silence of the Lambs. 1992, Al Pacino, Scent of a Woman. 1993, Tom Hanks in Philadelphia. 1994, Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump. 1995, Nicolas Cage in Leaving Las Vegas. 1996. Okay, here's where it gets crazy. Jeffrey Rush in Shine. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea who Jeffrey Rush is. So, Wolfgratz, I'm counting on you to tell me. 1997, Jack Nicholson in As Good as It Gets. 1998, Roberto Benigni in Life is Beautiful. Haven't seen that one either. 1999, Kevin Spacey, American Beauty. 2000, Russell Crowe in Gladiator. 2001, Denzel Washington, Training Day. 2002, Adrian Brody in The Pianist. 2003, Sean Penn in Mystic River. 2004, Jamie Foxx in Ray. 2005, Philip Seymour Hoffman in Capote. 2008, no, 2006. I'm sorry. Forrest Whitaker in The Last King of Scotland. Where am I at? 2007. Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood. And yes, there was. A lot of it. 2008, Sean Penn for Milk. 2009, Jeff Bridges in Crazy Heart. 2010, Colin Firth, The King's Speech. Okay, here's where I get messed up. 2011, Jean Dujardin in The Artist. 2012, Daniel Day-Lewis for Abraham Lincoln. 2013, Matthew McConaughey in Dallas Buyers Club. 2014, Eddie Redmayne, The Theory of Everything. 2015, Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant. 2016, Casey Affleck, Manchester by the Sea. 2017, Gary Oldman in Darkest Hour. In 2018, Rami Malek in Freddie Mercury Goes to Hollywood. No, Bohemian Rhapsody, which I just watched a couple of days ago. Okay, what do you think about that? Well, thanks for watching.